Hello, my name is Scott Von Holzen, and you can see me on my website, which is scottvonholzen.com, or you can visit my blog at scottvonholzen.org. And finally, I'm on Twitter at Scott Von Holzen. Here is the final image, I guess, of You Were on My Mind. This type artwork looks very similar to Play That Song. That's fine. I'm working on this technique. I like the size of the canvas. It's like 6 feet by 36 inches. The speaker boxes are a little bit bigger. The technique on here is way better than applying. I did a video on applying the background and doing the scraping thing on that. You can look at that in a previous blog entry. But I did one thing different here. I'm using less magnets up here, and I'm trying to use some industrial strength Velcro here to take some of the weight off of that, because this is free flowing. This just floats on top of this metal frame, aluminum frame. The artwork itself is also held out with metal. I mean with magnets here, so you can move this around. They're all attached that way, they can all be removed. And crazy thing happened, I was laying this all out, and then I looked and I said, oh my God, the song ends on a high note, and where am I going to put the last note? Because the speaker is here. And I thought, oh, what the heck? I'm just going to put the note on the speaker box. And that works out good. That gives you a good idea down the line, other things. Not necessarily attaching the music to the canvas itself, but you can let the music float somewhere else on the artwork. I mentioned that in the previous video on the technique. I really like crossing out the words. The words are just there to add interest, or keep people's attention, because the music takes like 1 minute and 18 seconds to play, and you got to give them something to do. They're not going to be able to follow the music on here like they used to do, like I had in the past, because I have 1 minute and 18 or so seconds with the music. I'm covering that song, which is well over 2.5 minutes. So that part is, if I was going to make an artwork, it'd be huge. I'd have, maybe 100 or more notes to deal with. I don't want to do with that. That's not the whole idea of this. So what I've created now is a cover of the cover. So that's what you have here. This is the part where the music goes up to the high point. So that's all that's on here. So people can't follow the music anymore. Listen to the song and then follow the music on the notes. I don't really want them to anyhow. It's kind of dumb. And in a sense, because it's tedious to try to follow along. Even I reached the point where I couldn't follow along because it had so many notes. But here we are, and let me play this real quick, and I'll have a few more thoughts on the artwork. It is kind of suddenly like that. I like to do that on purpose. It kind of pushes the listener off guard a little bit, so it's not completely predictable. Okay, what else can I say about this work? I can still scratch it. That's good. I like that. But it seems to be holding the music. I can move it around without damaging the top of that. And I don't know if I'm going to do another one like this. I think I'm going to move on to some other things, but right now this is pretty good. This is it. It's going to a show. I got to get this out of here today up to an exhibition, and that's why I have this little sign here that says, push the button to hear the music. That way people can actually push the button and hear the music. I'm allowing them to touch the artwork. This is a very touchable artwork, you know, and one thing I should mention, I'd like to mention, is that my use of color. I try to keep my color tone down a little bit. I mean, everybody, I see so much art today. Oh, look at the color. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so full of color and all that. I mean, yeah, I understand. It's kind of like a Van Gogh thing, you know, and the Matisse thing, you know, oh, that color back, you know, 100 years ago, you know, that was just really great. But after 100 years, it's still tiresome, you know. So I don't do it that way. I use color to add interest, and, you know, it is nice. I'm not going to say it's not nice, but it's not the most important thing in my artwork here. The color's just there just to be a part of the artwork. So, I don't know. I actually would like to say that this is really not an artwork. I would really call it, because I have a cover license for the music that you hear here. I pay for that. And that's comes under, I actually pay for 25 music boxes. And that's what minimum I could get. But I only have just one version of this. This is only one of these. And so this is actually a music box, if you know, according to the license. And that's fine. I'm not going to call it artwork anymore. I call it projects, but it's not. I'm going to call this a music box example of a song, You Were On My Mind. This is my first acknowledged music box. It's pretty good, huh? Decent? Okay? Good start? Yeah, good start. The music, I wish it could be a little bit better. I'm getting better at using the software. It takes a lot of time to learn that stuff. I'll get better, I hope. Music box design, I keep working on that. Trying to keep my costs down, you know. But we're moving forward. So I appreciate you watching and listening, and thank you very much.